Students, hope all of you are fine. So in last class we have started our chapter 3, types of software. Our computer is made up of two things, hardware and software. Hardware are the physical components and software are the set of programs to perform any task. So in last class we have read types of software. Two types of software are there, system software and application software. In system software, furthermore parts are there: operating system, language processor, device drivers, utilities. In application software, it is of two types, customize and packages. So in system software, basically system software are those software which are required for computers functioning. These are mandatory softwares, and application softwares are installed according to the user's need. So in system software, in last class we have read about operating system and language processor. Operating system is the very first software that is installed in your computer. That is an interface between user and computer. Example of operating system are Windows, Linux, Unix, etc. And language processor is that software which convert our language or high level language into computer readable format, that is machine language. So language processor, we have read three types of language processor are there: compiler, interpreter and assembler. So in last class we have read. Today we are starting device drivers. So what are device drivers? When you install the or you format your Windows, you install a fresh window, then the first software that is required in your computer is Windows. After Windows, you will insert device drivers for your computer's functioning. You install device drivers like sound for sound cards, audio drivers, video drivers. So what are these device drivers? These are a special kind of software program that controls a specific hardware device attached to the computer. For example, if you are attaching some printer with your computer, you have to install the device driver of that printer. So device drivers are essential for a computer to work properly. A device driver is a small piece of a software that tells the operating system and other software how to communicate with a piece of hardware. So here some examples are given for which we need the device drivers: computer printers, graphic cards, modems, network cards and sound cards. Next topic is utility software. So these utility softwares are basically used for housekeeping, or you can say these are those type of application program that assist the computer by performing housekeeping functions like backing up disk or scanning, cleaning viruses, etc. These are basically not mandatory, but these are required for smooth functioning of the computer. They assist the computer. So some utilities help you back up data, remove outdated files or recover data that has been accidentally erased. Also in mobile you can see these utility software to keep the backup, to clean up your unnecessary data. So these type of software are called utility software. It is an established truth that everything comes with certain pros and cons. Software also are not exception to it. Utilities bridge the gaps by helping to solve the problems and maximize your computer's potential, because these are required for smooth functioning. Now we'll read some of utilities softwares. First one is disk folder file management software. So this utility software is a program to organize and keep track of files and is better known as file management software or simply file manager. This file manager you can see in your mobile also to manage the files. So traditional file management softwares, you create a new file, editing an existing file and save a file, It even lets you manage files with the ability to group them into folders. It maintains a hierarchical file system. Like firstly, the drives will be there, then folders will be there. So I can show you the example. For example, in my computer, these are the drives. In these drives, these are the folders. Again, in these folders, subfolders can be there and files can be there. So this is a hierarchy. Like in computer, then C drive, then user folders, again then subfolders, and files will be there. So this way you can do with your computer. This is Windows Explorer. My computer or Windows Explorer is the same thing. If you are pressing Window and E key all together, the same thing will appear. That is called Windows Explorer. Or if you are opening my computer, same thing is there. So other than basic file management, this utility software offers many other features like indexing and fast searching of data or files, enhanced file security, linked documents, and this way. Windows Explorer is the default file manager available in MS Windows. I have shown you. Some other popular software are given here. You can see here. Next is antivirus software. So all of you heard about this antivirus software. What is this antivirus software? This antivirus software helps us to keep our computer virus free. Antivirus software will identify or detect the virus and it will remove the virus as well. So this utility program ensures virus free work environment. A computer virus is a computer program that can inject other computer programs by modifying them in such a way as to include a copy of itself. A virus not only copies itself but also makes the computer system behave abnormally. Sometimes you see your computer start getting hang or it goes slow down. So these type of things or your behavior of your computer, if it is changing, that can be because of virus. Viruses are unwanted program in our computer. For instance, unknown or unasked messages may get flashed, or unwanted music gets played, or unwanted graphical displays might occur. An antivirus software scans your disk for viruses and removes them if any virus is found. Moreover, some antivirus software remains present in memory all the time so that they can detect the virus and counterattack them. Because if your computer is attached with or internet connection is on your computer or on your mobile, then it is must to use the antivirus, because virus comes only because of exchanging the information. Exchanging information can be through internet, like if you are uploading some file, downloading some file, that is also exchanging of information. Or if you are using some CD or pen drive, that is also exchanging of information. So antivirus helps us. It is not mandatory, but it helps us to keep our computer virus free. Some popular antivirus examples are given here, although you know very well. Some examples are Norton antivirus, McAfee antivirus, Quick-Heal. Next is your encryption and decryption software. Encryption refers to convert the data into some coded form. For example, all of you keep some another name of your friends or your teachers that is only within your class. Only your class know that code is used for which student or which teacher. Nobody else knows. So you are converting that name into a coded form. In the same manner, in your computer, if the data is converted into another form, that is called encryption. Encryption refers to the conversion of electronic data into another form, encrypted form called ciphertext. When the data is converted into another form, that data will be called ciphertext, which cannot be easily understood by anyone except authorized parties. Ciphertext is a term used to refer to altered data using an algorithm. While changing the data into another form, we need some software. So by using some algorithm, we can convert original text into ciphertext so as to make the data intangible to unauthorized users. The primary purpose of encryption is to protect the confidentiality of digital data stored on your computer system or transmitted via the internet or other computer networks. Now, if original data is converted into ciphertext, then at the receiving end, again that ciphertext has to be converted into original form. So that process is called decryption. Encryption is the process of converting original data into some coded form, that is ciphertext, and decryption is the process of converting coded data or ciphertext into original form. So both of the AND will be having the software which will do encryption and decryption. So for that purpose we need this encryption decryption software. Some examples are given here. You can see BitLocker, LastPass, etc. Now utility software are also known as service programs, service routines, tools or utility routines. They are specifically designed to help manage and tune the computer hardware, operating system or application software and perform a single task or a small range of tasks as opposed to application software which tend to be software suites, collection of programs, software of related functionality pertaining to a specific application. So in next class we'll read about application software. Till then you have to read from your book. Whatever we have done till now, you have to read that. Complete your notebooks. Take care. All the best.